Transformation is inevitable. Transformation is undeniable. Transformation is unquestionable. Transformation is unstoppable.
My name is Jason Petrie, lead footwear designer on the LeBron 8. The story of the LeBron 8 is really all about LeBron and his new presence on court on a new team. This notion of him being the hunter and the hunted. Protection, lockdown, containment, kind of protecting LeBron from himself is the way we kind of term it, because he's so fast and so powerful that really you need a unique combination of elements to keep his foot kind of locked into the footbed. The first question we asked LeBron before we even started designing the shoe is how we could make his experience better on court from where we were with the 7. We were really able to keep a lot of the important features in place, but really take a different approach and rebuild the shoe from the ground up, making it lighter, making it more responsive. The first thing LeBron actually did notice was the fit and the lockdown and how the shoe really felt like it was protecting his foot, even more so than the 7 did. And really, even down to the materials was like a call by LeBron, really wanting to see these upgraded leathers, just really trying to incorporate always the bleeding edge of performance technology with a touch of luxury to it, just like LeBron. So from the bottom up on the LeBron 8, first thing you'll notice is kind of this 8 shape here in the heel, which is basically removing rubber from a high impact area and makes the shoe more comfortable, a little softer on landings. What we did was take that center of pressure notion and work it into what we call X-Flex, flex grooves in the heel. Creates a piano key effect there in the heel and lets the shoe land smoothly, all while removing weight. The herringbone pattern is actually designed specifically for LeBron. 2 sets of 3 bars of herringbone. They combine to form a multi-directional traction pattern that is great for stops and cuts and drives in every direction. We've got the Air Max 360 cushioning unit, but lowering the midsole around it. Adding a soft foam strobel in between the airbag and the upper makes for that soft transition as you're wearing it. Internally, we've got a seamless inner booty integrated into the lining, which really just provides a super luxurious feel. You kind of know that it's going to fit like a glove. The collar has gotten a little bit higher versus the 7, or maybe where we've been with LeBron in the past, and that is to provide for a better proprioceptive kind of lockdown there at the front of the ankle. But then it's also lower at the heel, which still allows the shoe to flex on a jump or on a drive. We've also incorporated a dual density collar foam solution here in the ankle that feels cushiony, conforms to your ankle, but is very performance oriented. It's lightweight open cell foam. And then you also notice the variable width eye stay to allow for customizable fit, really adapting to foot shapes of all sizes. The flower has been reinforced with this. It has an injected frame over the top, which basically strengthens the unit. So you can see that here in the heel and forefoot. Then on the medial side, just locking into the heel and then allow space for the toes to move. We start with this base of natural material, smooth suede in this case, or natural leather, forming that kind of dress shoe shell. So on the heel is a brand new signature from LeBron. His old signature incorporated a 23. As you know, he changed his number from 23 to 6. This brand new signature, first time you're kind of seeing it. Well, the lion head logo and its prominence on the tongue really stems from that notion of him being a ravenous hunter. And then the notion of the lion on the hunt. We really just wanted to symbolize all those things with the lion head, so it got brought to the forefront. This is our launch colorway of the LeBron 8. Normally LeBron's launch in a white, black, red. We wanted to come out with something just black, really aggressive. The China exclusive colorway, white and red, really clean. Kind of a different red than we used before, a little bit brighter. There's a whole story of these guardian lions in Chinese culture. And so we actually changed the LeBron signature lion head logo on the tongue to this stone lion representation. And that echoes through many details throughout the shoe, whether it be the lion represented on the back of the shoe, and also on the underside. And then we have triple black, an assault shoe that can really go through any conditions and bear the brunt of the abuse and still come out clean. And so we really use just premium leathers and just really bringing it down to something super stealthy, something that again kind of reflects that aggressive attitude of LeBron on and off court. With the LeBron 8 version 1, really we wanted to kick off this new era in LeBron's life. As we move to version 2, there's a transformation that's occurring in his footwear line as we go through the season. And we really like to liken it to the lion on the hunt. If version 1 is really the stalk of the lion, version 2 represents the chase, so it gets lighter, more responsive. We shed some materials, gain breathability, all those things that he needs to make that push for the playoffs. When we started designing this specific version of the 8, really keying in on a few things that we thought we could make better, things like cushioning feel and lockdown, and becoming more responsive, more breathable, kind of more reactive to what's going on court without losing any of the stability and support that version 1 had. So basically we're peeling back the layers, kind of revealing the engine underneath the shoe, if you will, and trying to add benefits. So you'll see changes in the upper, changes in the outsole, but no change in the functional attributes of the shoe. It'll still be just as cushioned. It'll still be just as strong, but it's gonna be a little faster. You're gonna be a little more nimble. So some key features of the LeBron 8 version 2, the foundation of the shoe, the Air Max 360 airbag underneath the foot, because it's a tried and true ride for LeBron. It was built for him. It's working for him. We've actually kind of lightened the load and exposed the airbag a little bit from the outsole, almost like a high-end sports car with that window through to the engine, just exposing the kind of technology. We've even perfed out the sock liner on the interior of the shoe, removing that weight. And then of course the upper package. The entire upper is a composite built of a base layer, a mono mesh, flywire cables, and a TPU skin. And all that gets pressed together to really form this unibody, and then engineer in flexibility and breathability where you need it. Tied directly to the flywire signature 8 eyelet so that you're locking into that heel, protecting you here from rollover in the forefoot, just basically giving you some braking and cutting protection here on the lateral and medial sides. Asymmetrical toe reinforced this package in a high wear area, just to give you that durability. We've actually lightened up the lining package and the mesh, keeping the signature seamless booty construction, but you still got the dual density zonal collar foam, so you're gonna still get the same great feel. Finishing off the upper is this variable width eye stay. It's something that helps adapt the fit of the shoe to a multitude of foot shapes. It really fits and conforms perfectly. LeBron, as the CEO of Court and Culture, is kind of an internal mantra that we've used to talk about LeBron and help build product, knowing really that LeBron leads on the court as well as off the court. So we focused in on the lion specifically because of the correlation with LeBron. So we always want to have a touch of LeBron's style to kind of set off the shoe. We want to still push LeBron technically and let him be the leader for us in innovation. Really, you've kind of got the best of both worlds in this shoe. You've kind of got this maximum air protection underneath. Combine that with this super slim, pared down, highly technical flywire upper. Not only does it perform really well and it gives you this unexpected drop in weight, it's this brand new aesthetic, a brand new look, and a brand new way to construct a shoe. We really wanted to make it a no question, this thing is fitting your foot like no other. There are a few performance pillars that really build the foundation of the LeBron 8 PS. With the 8, we're introducing Hyperfuse upper technology into the LeBron line. It's a completely different method of making footwear. What the Hyperfuse composite allows you to do is build in support and engineer that support only where you need it with these bridges. What we try to do is just provide protection for him where he needs it only, and then really kind of allow the rest of the shoe to fall away. So that's why you see this kind of red inner sleeve kind of showing through, because you're really seeing into the guts of the shoe. So all these things that used to be between your foot and the air are now gone. This notion of lockdown here in the forefoot and the heel. We want to keep his foot on the footbed in a way that feels natural to him so that he can explode to the basket. You'll notice the airbag in the heel. It's really a brand new airbag, and we've mixed that with Zoom Air in the forefoot for a whole new kind of experience for LeBron. What's special about a signature shoe, especially for LeBron, is we like to evoke a lot of him. And the 8 is certainly built around that same notion. LeBron, CEO of court and culture, on and off court, he's an important figure and kind of leads in both areas. Things like the lion head, which is a super bold expression of LeBron being this beast. And even down to things like these special details in the outsole, a little more private cues to his life, whether it's area codes of where he's been, his number, or the number 8 of the shoe. So there's things like that hidden throughout the shoe, but for the casual fan, you see the shoe from afar and you immediately know that there's nobody else that could wear that shoe other than LeBron.